Welcome to Kingdom Explained, where we talk about everything that is kingdom. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified for more content on this channel. On this video, I will be doing an overview on the character known as Mobu, a great general of Qin. The character is based off a real person named Ming Wu. Here will be information that could spoil the manga. You have been warned. Here is all the information I gathered of the real history of Mobu, or Ming Wu, as he is known. The son of Ming Wu, was part of his father's campaign against the state of Qi in 285 BC. In 224 BC, having recently conquered Wei, the Qin king Ying Zhang appointed Li Xin and Ming Tian. According to some records, it was Ming Wu himself and not his son Ming Tian, to lead 200,000 men in a two-pronged attack against Chu. Ming Wu, or Ming Tian's army took Quiquo, but Li Xian's army was effectively annihilated by Chu troops under Jin Yan and Lord Changping. Following this setback, Ying Zhang appointed Wang Jian as the overall commander of the army against Chu, this time with 600,000 men. Ming Wu was appointed lieutenant general. He served in 224 BC under Wang Jian during the conquest of Chu, killed the Chu king Lord Changping, putting an end to the Chu state. After the unification, Ming Wu continued with the occupation of the south, subdued the 100 Yu tribes, and founded the commandery of Quiji. Now let's get into the character from Kingdom. Mobu is the leader of the 6 great generals of Qin, leader of the Mobu army, and the head of the Mo family. Also a former member of the 4 pillars of Ryu Fu. He is the son of great general Mogo and the father of Moki and Moten. Mobu is a tall, muscular man with spiked hair and a short goatee. His court attire is dark jade green robes, whereas he wears golden armor with a green cape in battle. He is noted by Shin to be even taller than General Oki. Mobu and his father, Mogu, originated from the state of Qi, but because his father had never won a battle against the Zhao commander Rinpa, the family wandered from state to state, eventually ending up in the state of Qin, where they both would have successful military careers. In later years, Mobu met and grew up with a young prince of Chu, Shohiken, who was a political hostage at the time, and later abandoned by his state. So, Shohiken was his best friend who rose up against those ranks with him. The pair later joined the Ryu Fu faction as 2 of Ryu Fu's 4 pillars. Due to Mobu being constantly at Chancellor Ryu's side, he did not have ample opportunities to be on the front lines. This resulted in his name not becoming very widespread to other states, but this did not stop his potential, whose quality wasn't set in stone as noted by Oki. Initially, an arrogant and short-tempered man, Mobu is not afraid to speak his mind in spite of consequences. He considers himself to be the strongest general in all of China. Accompanying this belief, he wishes to re-establish the 6 great generals of Qin, with himself as one of their members. Because of his ambition and arrogance, he was contemptuous of Oki, who was considered the strongest general of Qin at the time, regarding him as no more than a relic of the past. This arrogance would nearly cost Mobu his life during the Battle of Bayo, which saw the death of Oki, partially because of faulty judgment on his part. Upon seeing Oki's military might for himself, he seemed to have become more aware of his own shortcomings and gained strong respect for the dying Oki. This respect is further shown when he asked Shin for Oki's glaive during the Sanyo campaign, because the boy was not strong enough to wield it yet. By the time of the coalition invasion of Qin, Mobu seemed to have grown somewhat more humble and respectful, acting less superior to To and a bit more like equals. Mobu's military behavior has changed as well, having realized his mistake when charging far too deep into enemy lines, which Oki warned him of and saw himself as the reason for Quin's defeat. He is not as reckless as he once was, though he still retains a dislike for using tactics. On the other hand, he is willing to use them, albeit grudgingly, if it is absolutely necessary for him to win. Since Oki was both an offensive and defensive general, it may be that Mobu was inspired by this and realized that being a purely brute force general is not the right way of becoming a truly great general. Mobu is a mace master. He is a powerful warrior, and his weapon of choice displays his brute strength on the battlefield. His massive club can easily smash through armored cavalry, and he can also wield it with one hand. According to Oki, Mobu's natural talent as a warrior could well be a match for any of the old six great generals. He could clash equivalently with Kanmei, the giant of Chu, whose colossal strength could easily decimate armies and ultimately surpassed him during their duel. It has also been inferred that Mobu might surpass any other general in China in terms of pure brute strength. His talent lies in one extreme, undistilled power, as his might is such that each swing can decide the tide of a battle. Only with physical power he managed to repel Rihaku's snake formation despite being completely encircled. Oki later commented that such a feat does not exist in tactics. He was even capable of breaking through Kyobo's great cavalry corps, which was made exclusively out of warriors as big as him. Mobu was even considered more powerful than Okotsu, who was the strongest in brute strength out of the old six generals. General Mobu possesses amazing skills in raising morale. While leading from the front, he can greatly boost the confidence of his men, as seen when he made an army of untrained peasants overpower professional Zhao soldiers. During the Battle of Kankoku Pass, with a simple speech, he caused in his army the explosion of morale that greatly enhanced the fighting spirit of his soldiers. Despite his brutish nature, Mobu was noted to have a very good understanding of warfare. During the Battle of Bayo, he decided not to break Rihaku's formations on the first day in order to reduce the number of casualties. Most of the infantry soldiers in the army were conscripted in an emergency, and due to this, their morale was at an all-time low. To prepare his troops and give them a new source of confidence, he restrained himself from penetrating deep into the enemy formation until the next day. Since Oki's death, To has remarked that Mobu has become stronger. He was shown to be very patient in the handling of his army during the Battle of Kankoku Pass. Despite his conflicting preferences, Mobu was shown to be capable of executing a high-level attack strategy that was considered impractical by most strategists and tacticians without any outside help from advisors. However, it should be noted that Mobu's weakness is in his inability to employ defensive strategies that were exploited during Choso's trap. That is all for the overview. Comment your thoughts below on the video and make sure to support this channel by hitting the like button and the bell so you can be notified for future videos.